Welcome also. Today's topic is a continuation of the last week's topic, the jinns. This is the part 2 of that topic, and today we'll be specifically talking about the facts about the jinns and Iblis. Now, Iblis was supposed to be a very good jinn who was very close to God. So we'll be talking in brief about who was Iblis and what happened to him and the conversation between Iblis and God. But now there are several versions of it to explain in different areas, maybe on Google, on YouTube. There'll be different stories on this elaborated. But I will give you the shortest story and to the point story about Iblis. Okay, it won't be a very lengthy session. So just for the revision, like I said last time, that jinns are being of fire. They are fire beings, and because they are fire beings, then they're very warm and they have a very aggressive energy in them. And I was talking about that they also have the feeling of jealousy. They also have the feeling of being superior with each other, like humans have. And jinns came into being much more before when human was made by God. So jinns always had this superiority thought in their mind that they're better than humans. And like I said, that jinns live a normal life like the human beings do. They eat food, they feel jealous, they fight with each other, they love each other, they are into a relationship, and etc., which I've talked about in the last video. Now, who is Iblis? Let's start on this. Iblis, like I said, was very close to God and was a good jinn, and he was sent to earth by God to destroy the evil jinns which were creating destruction on earth by God. And he was successful in doing that, and majorly along with the other angels. Now, I will not go, as I said, into the deep story of Iblis the jinn, but now coming to the main section, that what was the conversation about with Iblis and God between them. Now, Iblis used to always think that he is the best, and since he was very close to God, and he thought that whenever there will be any ranking given on any level, that who is the best, my name will be pronounced by the God. So, but this did not happen. So how this story starts is that God said that, I'll be creating a new species on earth who will have emotions, who will lead the earth majorly, and who will follow my rules and regulations, and that species would be very close to me, would be very dear to me. Now, Iblis and the other angels were hearing to this conversation, and Iblis got very arrogant and he felt very jealous at the same time. He said that this species that you're creating is going to be out of clay, and then you're going to fill up life into it or soul into it. But the jinns, I'm made up of fire. I am so powerful. What is clay in front of fire? And he did not accept this level of ranking that God was giving to the humans, that he said that he'll be making, and he did make. So then he got very angry and he got very annoyed, and he directly said to God that I did not like what you said, and I don't go with this, and I'm extremely disappointed with this decision of yours, and I will prove it to you. Now, this was the biggest sin of Iblis the jinn, that he created the first sin, that he refused the ranking of the God, and he questioned the ranking of God, and he wanted to put himself first because of his arrogance and jealousy, and he thinking that he is much more superior because he is a fire being. So then he said that, you have rejected me for human being species, and I will prove it to you that your decision was wrong. This was an open challenge from Iblis given to God. And he said that I will misguide your human. I will make sure that the human is always stuck up between the materialistic world and all the nonsense which is not relevant to reach to you. I will make the human corrupt. I will produce jealousy. I will produce anger, hatred, fights, quarrels among them, and I will just give them everything through a wrong path very easily. And people who will be worshipping you, of course, they will not be able to get these things quickly. And I'm going to do all this openly. I'm challenging you. I'm telling you right now. I'm doing all this. And I'm saying all this so that you understand that your decision of choosing human rather than choosing me was extremely wrong. So God was hearing very peacefully, and then after hearing everything, he answered. He said, okay, fine. You have said your bit and I agree to it. So you continue misguiding the human. You continue putting them into materialistic, vicious cycles. Give them things quickly in their lives with wrong ways, with wrong paths. Because if any human would agree and accept all these things that you're giving him and is getting misguided, would not be called my follower. Because my followers would have to go through a very struggling path, a very difficult path, because that path will be a correct path without any dreams or illusions to it. And reaching to me would not be that easy. And still, if that particular human being or whoever among the humans will follow this difficult path and will not lose faith in me and the positiveness for me, will never be harmed by you or any other jinns. And only that person would come under my shelter, would be protected by me, and you will never be able to harm that particular human being. And even I would like to see, God said, even I would like to see that how many people you are able to corrupt, and I know you will be able to corrupt many people in future. But then, like I said, that those ones will not be under my wings. People who will feel the greed for getting shortcuts in their lives, for achieving whatever they want, will not be my followers, will not be granted with my protection and my blessings. And only the ones who will listen and who will understand the concept of the correct path will be loved by me. And we will see that what happens in future. And this was a conversation between Iblis and God. And God said, but I'm warning you, Iblis. God was very strict in saying this to the jinn, Iblis, that I'm warning you, Iblis, that the people, the humans which will follow me and will remain in my path, despite of you giving them the greed and despite of you trying to misguide them, you will never be able to harm them ever. And this was a deal between Iblis, the jinn, and God. And even till today, this fight is going on. This bet between God and Iblis, the jinn, is going on even today when I'm speaking. Because God said one more thing to Iblis, that till the time the human race will exist, you will exist. And the day the human race is finished, you will be finished. Your work on earth will be finished. So this is the existence for you also, Iblis. Okay, so this was a conversation, like I said, between Iblis and God, and we are even in today's time giving the test of the good and the bad and the right and the wrong in simple language. Okay, so this was today's topic of who was Iblis, and I hope that this was explained in the most easiest manner, that who was Iblis, the jinn, and the facts about the jinns, and the conversation between Iblis and the God. Now in the next part we'll be talking about that how jinns are used in black magic processes, and how now once Iblis has taken the pledge of misguiding and troubling the human beings, how this started happening, okay, and how this is used in black magic to create destruction in people's life. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you so much. Next week we'll continue this topic of the jinns. Till then, goodbye.